ladies and gentlemen. It's I'm very glad to be here to speak in front of all of you and to run the position as Honorary General Secretary. In my opinion, this position is especially important in every organization. And it becomes even more important when today we have to face with the strict policy given to weaken the IOC activity. So, you may concern why I run for this position as well as how I think I struggle with this position. First of all, it's derived from my willing to contribute. Thanks to VNNTU, from the first time I came here, I'm a freshman. I didn't know anyone, unsure about everything, as well as sometimes faced with, sometimes freak out because of the new stressful life. Then now I become more mature as well, adapt very well with this life, thanks to the friendship as well as the empathy between among all the countrymen. Yeah, I become a different person. So now, all of the urge, I feel the urge to contribute back to it, to serve and to develop it in the future. Then, if I only say that my reason only come from my my willing to contribute, you might argue that everyone wants to do so. However, if one person passion alike with her plan path, it tells a totally different story. Because I'm kind of person that down to earth and pursuing physics major, that means the course requires a lot of communication skill, interpersonal skill, as well as analytical skill. And this position definitely is a chance to help me to develop all that. Taking into my experience working in the liaison team, that I have to say thanks to my team leader here, Mr. Ling. I have learned my proposal writing skill as well as liaising skill. On the other hand, I take part in various activities of VNNTU, taking a role from performer to pursue HR performance, from someone who organizes behind the stage to MC speaking in front of all the audience. I make progress. I take out challenge and transform myself constantly. So my last word is, if you think that my skill set, my relevant skill set, my motivation should meet your criteria to be a good honorary general secretary, that's all for me. Thank you.
I've never been in such a big Vietnamese community, but I do join like hostel communities and student unions. Let's see. I've never experienced such like date celebration and performances. To say the truth, I don't even have the traditional dress, and I have to borrow from Chang, and but then it was a memorable experience for me, and so I really want to give back to the society. So I joined the BISMAC FOC, but then it's gonna end in a few months' time. So after that, I want to find another way to join the community and contribute in the best way I can. And then out of all the positions, I think I'm most prepared for on-gen, so yeah, I applied for that position. Okay, so I was the secretary of WUSHU and then director of logistics of golf, so and a few more events. So I kind of know the flows of all the events, and then like proposals, you have to write a lot of things and you have to be highly accurate, and then you have to be very efficient, because if you don't, then you waste a lot of time, and then in the end nothing gets done. And then you have to have good relationship skills, soft skills, presentation skills, and you have to a good relationship with both Vietnamese and the locals and the international friends. And yeah, I've built my own network for the past 5 years, even though I don't say it's a very big one, but I do know people from different countries. And I actually I'm quite surprised at how many people are interested in the Vietnamese and Vietnam culture as well. Like a lot of friends, some of my friends are even like having internship in Vietnam, and they're asking me to help them to teach Vietnamese to them. So I really want to reach out all the activities of Vietnam, our community, to the rest of the school. Because I'm quite sure that they are also interested in taking part in our events, and yeah, I'm very sure they love our food. That is 100%. Yeah. So with my relevant skills and experience, I hope to do my best to join on Gen for VNNTU. So yeah, consider me please. Okay, so for the next few years, or just for the past 1 or 2 years, the SAO and the school have changed direction to cross-cultural understanding, and they have been having stricter rules on what you can do, especially like internal events such as the Vietnamese Independence Day. Okay, I've been, and then like Tet celebration, which is particular to Vietnamese and not other countries like Chinese. I mean, they do have, but it's on a different scale and it's of different cultures, like the way they celebrate things. And okay, the thing is, I really have passionate. Like, I'm really passionate at like helping others to join the events of ours. But then I do understand that some of the programs, such as like the dramas of the Vietnamese Independence Day, and then the traditional performance, it's very hard to change the way, because it's the most important thing, it's the vital thing that makes it what it is. And then I think I will try to remain the heart of the show, which is the drama and the traditional performance. But then I would do try to like have guest performers, and then make them join in with our part. And then I do understand that they are willing to perform for us, because yeah, I did ask them before. I actually have a few friends in SU and Indonesian community and Malaysia. So they are willing to help, and then they actually like when I told them about like how about like a concert, and then we raise funds together, and then they're like, okay, that's quite time consuming, but they will think about it. Yeah. So let's see. I will do try to talk to the school about like the cultural differences, and then the thing is, by highlighting the culture, it's not just about showing the difference and then segregate all the cultures separately, but then it's more of like you understand more about others, and then you understand their norms and their daily activities, and you'll become like more tolerant to the rest. It's not only just like the locals will understand us more, but we have to understand them more. So because in the end we are still in that environment and not at home. Sometimes you have to change to fit in the society also. Otherwise you will become the minority and will be casted out. So yeah, in my strongest opinion is like I would like them to participate in some of our events, and probably if we can have joint events, they can become part of our organizers. And yeah, in case of like preparation, we want to have like extended timing so we can plan more, and then get back and forth with SAO, AO and stuff. Like we'll be more prepared, and we won't rush at the last minute, and then we don't know what to do, and we cannot ask for help from other people because they have a lot of things on. So what else? Yeah, I think that's all.
các bạn ứng cử viên chú ý là ở trên bàn chúng ta có nốt và bút.
Before tooling, so I think I will present my answer now. In recent years, SAO, the new direction of SAO is to increase the interaction between IUCs, and they thus like prevent us to have some internal event. But in my opinion, I strongly disagree with the idea of invite some other IUC to be to be co-organizer, to be as co-organizer with our event. Though I just post on forum, my new direction for the upcoming years is promote the integration, like invite them to contribute to our event, not as an organizer, the main organizer of the event. Because you may see that in some event like Independence Day celebration and state celebration, those events like promote the national pride as well the cultural, the traditional value of Vietnam. And if we help with other committee IUCs, then there may be some conflict spark because each IUC has their own national pride. So I don't support the idea. However, as the number of freshmen now decreasing, so the size of VNNTU also becomes smaller. So every our event like Independence Day celebration and Tet celebration also decrease in size. So I think the invitation of other IUC to take part in, like they can contribute some performance in our event, could be a good idea. That firstly, for our proposal to school, to SAO official, it look more professional and with strong purpose of promote control as well as to make other IUC know about Vietnamese community better. And for our students, then like most of our expectation when we go out to study overseas is to like not only to find a home here in Singapore but also experience like find the self-development opportunity in an international environment. So as a decreasing in number of members, I can always assure that the number of that we have enough people to organize all the event. However, they do seek for another opportunity in other clubs, like in international environment. So if we change our event a bit, become more international, become cooperate with other IUC, then it will provide them the motivation to join us as organizer. Like it benefits for our member. And VNNTU event activity will not be considered as a factor that prevent our students from joining JCRC and other school clubs. Yeah, that's all. Thank you. I will present my answer now. Besides Independence Day and Fest celebration, I think there is one more event which we can cooperate with, like with other IUC and club. It's a freshman welcome night. In my opinion, as in my personal experience, when the first time I came here, I really longed to explore more, to integrate with the new international environment. So if we can hold that event with the participation of other IUC as well, then with the the energy, fresh energy of a freshman, I think that the event possibly can be organized very successfully. But the problem here is, as they fresh, just came to NTU, so they probably don't really know about other culture well enough, and then there may be some offense part because of cultural problem. So I will propose a solution here is I will restrict the number of participants in that event. Like, because maybe it's the first time we held that event like that, the freshmen will come down. Then I don't think that we can like try to maximize the size of the event in the first hand. So I will restrict the number. And between the co-organizer of the event, we have to find a consensus. We have to well plan as well, organize the event beforehand. We have to inform the participants about other control, the difference between our control, and prepare for them. Yeah, open mind as well as willing to learn, willing to make friends. That's my answer.
IUC và em nghĩa là em sẽ chỉ là bảo mỗi IUC là mà có thể gửi 10 thành viên đến, 20 thành viên đến, hay em định check in
về câu hỏi này, em nghĩ là em sẽ restrict số lượng thành viên khoảng độ 20 người trên một IUC và theo thì lại là first come first serve, và số lượng thành viên sẽ được tuyển càng sớm càng tốt để chúng ta có thể có công tác chuẩn bị về tư tưởng, về những gì mà các bạn ấy cần biết khi tham gia buổi freshman welcome night đấy.
Và cái freshman welcome night sẽ organized by VNNTU.
No, corporate.
Em muốn mời freshman của các IUC đến tham gia event.
Freshman và những người phụ trách, những senior in charge, những freshman đấy.
Em có thể nói rõ hơn là cái event flow, nghĩa là kiểu nếu em đã có idea gì về cái event flow, tại vì rõ ràng là mỗi cái IUC nó sẽ có những cái background rất là khác nhau, nên là nếu mà chỉ apply những cái mà mình đang làm bây giờ thì có thể sẽ không hoạt động được. Thì em có cái ideas nào có thể bring the eyes hoặc là attract members from other IUC?
Vì thật sự là em có nói chuyện với một vài bạn bè em ở những IUC khác thì người ta cũng rất đồng ý với quan điểm này, tức là vì số lượng của các fresh ở tất cả các IUC khác hầu như đang giảm, cho nên người ta rất muốn promote những các hoạt động như thế để cũng có thể gọi như là attract các freshman của người ta, vì cũng giống như ở trong IUC Việt Nam rất nhiều freshman cũng muốn những gọi là international experience, và để chuẩn bị cho cái event này chu đáo thì số lượng thành viên được restrict và việc organize là phải tổ chức sớm hơn một chút, và chúng ta giữa các mỗi IUC sẽ cử ra khoảng 1 đến 2 người là organizer chính, và mỗi người sẽ propose một idea và tất cả sẽ cùng nhau để tạo dựng một event mà có thể attract được tất cả những thành viên trong cái IUC đó. Và đối với bản thân em nghĩ thì với một freshman khi sang một môi trường quốc tế thì với một ấn tượng về international environment là rất là quan trọng. Vì thế việc tổ chức một event như thế này ngay khi mà các em ấy vừa mới bước chân đến NTU thì có thể sẽ là một dấu ấn thành công cho event sau này.
Anh thì anh thích cái ý tưởng đó. Anh chỉ định hỏi em là em có định mang cái event này đến propose cho SAO hay không, để em có thể xin được một cái venue hoành tráng cho cái event.
Trước khi đó thì em phải bàn bạc với các IUC khác. Em phải nói chuyện với họ trước, lên một kế hoạch cụ thể rồi mới có thể propose cho, và cùng nhau phải propose cho SAO. Em không nghĩ là VNNTU phải làm hết tất cả những thủ tục đó.
Anh nghĩ là event như thế này mà propose SAO thì có khả năng sẽ được approval. Nếu như em có trở thành con gen thì em nên thử cái ý tưởng này xem sao.
Ra chỉ có một cái thắc mắc, đấy là trước đấy em có nói là em không muốn ngồi với hai khác làm co-organizer.
Đó là những hoạt động internal, ví dụ như là những hoạt động mang tính national pride, ví dụ như là mùng 2 tháng 9 hoặc là Tết celebration. Chúng ta có những cái national pride rất là lớn, như thế mà việc mời họ là organizer có thể họ là organizer, xong họ có thể stop những cái conflict trên gọi là national pride đấy. Em không ủng hộ ý tưởng đấy.
Em có câu hỏi cuối cùng cho em. Nếu như mà giả sử SAO mà vẫn không đồng ý thì em có định tổ chức không? Và tổ chức như thế nào?
Nếu như mà SAO không đồng ý mà với một quy mô của cái event lớn như thế này thì em nghĩ khả năng cao là không tổ chức được. Nhưng mà với một ý tưởng, nếu như mà được organize cẩn thận, well plan thì em nghĩ là SAO sẽ đồng ý với ý tưởng này. Cảm ơn anh chị.
Ask your question again, please. Okay, so besides the Vietnamese Independence Day and the Tet celebration, I think there's quite a few chances for us to join in other events with other ICUs and IUCs and other clubs in the school. Let's see. So before this, for MOC, I actually applied for a head of camp. That was because I really wanted to have this idea of an amazing race that is between the different IUCs with other communities like Indonesian, Malaysian, Chinese. Because I think that as freshmen who just came to Singapore, we are very new to everything, very unsure, and then there are basic things like where to shop, where to sightseeing, like where's the good food and the cheap stuff, and then by an amazing race that is between a lot of people in the different countries. And when we first come, right, and then it's very hard. It's not hard. It's very easy to make friends because you're open to relationships and you just left your country and then I think you want to fit in as fast as possible. And yeah, I think that's the best time to make friends with other countries, because once you have stayed in a community, you will tend to be within your comfort zone. You're afraid to step out of your comfort zone and interact with other people. And then by that way, sometimes you just say that you want to cooperate with other IUCs, but in the end, actually, you just want the viewers to be from our community, to support our own people, that kind of thing. But then, yeah, so that will be something that I want to touch on. But then I also understand that this year is the first year that the school is proposing also something like an amazing race for different IUCs to promote the cultural understanding. Okay, another one for clubs. I think we can join as guest performers for different events, such as I think there are a few events that we take part in for performance. Like for me, I actually went for the dance performance for 4 times. Okay, then we can join at other clubs such as Red Cross, because is run for charity, that kind. So we can promote. We can just help them to perform well, and then build networking, build relationship, and then you never know that it might come handy in the future. And then something else, I really want to have a joint concert between different clubs and other countries. It's not only just the international students, but also the locals as well. Okay. Let's see. Some of the problems I think we will face will be the time. They wouldn't want to cooperate with us because it's for organizers to have so many people from different countries. It's very hard to meet up, and then it's very hard to come to a consensus. But then I think that if we have more time, and then we have support, and then we have friends, and if we can come up with a well-planned strategy, then it will be more likely to be accepted. And then will be due to the big scale of the events, you'll face some funding problem. But if we can prove to SAO that this will promote, it's not only to have the understanding, like, it's not only for people to get the understanding of the different cultures at the end of the day, but we have to seek the understanding itself. So if we really can prove to them that by doing this, people are more willing to accept others' cultures, I think we'll be more likely to be approved. And then, okay, so we do face another problem is because we are shrinking in size, and then, you know, the Chinese society, they're very big in size, as well as the Indonesians and others. They might not want to spend time to do something with us. So at first we can, I think we will try to cooperate with them.
Can you wrap up in one sentence? Like, wrap up your whole answer in one sentence.
Okay, I think in one sentence, I believe that there are many opportunities for us to join with other IUCs because in the end, all IUCs are decreasing in size. So they want to build a strong community as a whole as well. And we can build a bigger whole away from home.
Chị có một điều muốn verify với cả hai em là Chinese Society nó khác IUC China. Chinese Society là một club chính thức của trường và là một club có nhiều thành viên từ các nước khác nhau. Còn IUC China cũng face the same problem như Việt Nam, không được tổ chức các hoạt động mà mang tính chất internal. Nên là ví dụ như là về sau khi mà bọn em lên thì các anh dùng từ ngữ nên một cách chính xác. Cái thứ hai là chị muốn hỏi em là tại vì cái Joy Concert ấy, thì ICTF cũng đã có Joy Concert, năm nay là năm đầu tiên mà nó có Joy Concert là tất cả các IUC sẽ đóng góp một hoặc hai tiết mục. Vậy thì em còn có tổ chức một cái Joy Concert không? Tại vì thực tế là cái chất lượng của Joy Concert năm nay nó không được cao, mặc dù cũng đã có chuẩn bị từ năm ngoái, từ tháng 12 năm ngoái, nghĩa là ICTF cũng đã báo là sẽ có một hoặc hai performance của các IUC từ tháng 10 năm ngoái.
This is due to, like, I think it's planning problem because for me as a performer, I know it at the last minute, and then, you know, the dance group there, okay, it's not really a group anymore, there's only 4 people, and then we don't really know beforehand, and then we had only like 1 or twice of rehearsal, and I think we have to come together more often, like even for the organizers, even the culture night, right, I don't really know about it, so there's not publicity, and then the organizers, I think they haven't disposed the information properly down the line. Like, I'm not sure, but I don't even know the timing of the show, and then, yeah, it's very unclear, and some of the people don't even know about ICTF and the culture night. But I think that, you know, maybe the first year and then people don't know about it. But if with proper planning and better organization, like, you know, you have to make sure the quality of the performance itself, then you will gain more support.
Câu hỏi của chị là em có muốn tổ chức một Joy Concert riêng hay không, hay em muốn vẫn gộp chung với ICTF?
Okay, if there's only one joint concert, I think we should focus on it to make it better. There's no point creating another one which is of the same quality.
Okay. Let's say you will be our on trend for the next year. My question is, among all the activities that you just now you share with us, which one you really want to organize? I mean, the one that you strongly believe that you can convince the committee and convince the school to organize the event. Which one?
I think I focus more on the external one and not just internal events. And even though I will also focus on internal events with the VPIs, but external event, I think the concert will be one, and then okay, I really want to do Amazing Race, but then I also realized that this is the first year that I want to do the race itself, so maybe I can try to like ask them to like for us to join. Actually, we can join right the first 3 position, which will be the co-organized by different countries. I think I will focus on that to make it better.
So just try to convince your committee in the future, because I think the very first problem is that you cannot convince your member in the committee. So nothing can happen if you fail to do that. So try to think more, to plan more, to convince others that this is feasible, this can be organized.
Yeah, I do understand the problem, but especially the Amazing Race. Actually, I was in the hostel committee for orientation before. So actually, what we did is we organized a 3 days camp, and then we bring all the new hostelites. You know, we used to be in hostels with only international students and no locals. But then the organizing committee actually consists of locals as well. And what we do is we ask for our own experience, and then from the locals' experience, we know so which are the nice places and stuff, and then they will contribute. Because you know, like even though we are community here, we stay here. Some have stayed for 4 or 5 years. We don't really know. Some of us might not know all the way around, and then we can ask for the help of the locals. And then after that, we organize an event. You know, for in the terms of games, like you know, stations, they can go around and then play games. But at the same time, they'll get more information on how, you know, like what are the cultural norms of Singapore, and then what food should you eat, yeah, that kind of thing. So, and personally, I've done it before, and I think it's feasible.
President of VNNTU, and this one is Tulen. She's the content of VNNTU, so nice to meet you guys.
Excuse me.
Yes, what? Sorry, can I know what is VNNTU?
VNNTU is the organization that is organized and created by the Vietnamese communities in Singapore, I mean in NTU. So we organize events that in order to connect the Vietnamese here, and also to make the life of the students here more bonded, also more helpful in terms both of sports and also academics.
Okay, but actually I have told your Hokkien before that there's no such thing as VNNTU. Please recall yourself as IUC Vietnam, and there should be only a representative, not president. Yeah, okay. So I have looked through your proposal. Actually, there are some good activities, but can I just clarify something? The square cake event, where do you plan to have it? Like the square cake making activities?
Square cake making event to make it more convenient for the participants. I think we are going to have 3 venues at the hall 7, and then the hall 8 to 11, and then hall 12 to 16. Yeah.
But I think with your size of the event, how about just have it at like global launch so that everyone can come together? You know, like we have school bus and everything.
Sure, if we can book the venue. Yeah. Sure. That's great then, because we're just thinking in case that it's very hard, and then you know, in case if we really cannot organize at the global launch or somewhere near the school, and we can have alternative as the halls, because you know, like we have like pantries, then it will be much easier to clean up or prepare as well.
Yeah. Actually, about clean up, this will not affect all the stuff there.
All the
Yeah, of
plastic
course.
things.
Last year you did.
Yeah. And then can I ask also like will the participant get to eat the cake immediately, or are you all going to how are you all going to?
Let's see. I think for the square cake making event, I don't think we have enough time to eat. But then we also use that to gain more participants for the main event itself. So maybe on that day of the event, the pre-event, we'll use it as a publicity day as well. So we make them to join groups and then do the square cake. But then the actual prize giving and the tasting of the cake will be on the event day as well.
Okay. About the main event, right? You suggest that there will be subtitles and stuff to aid other students. But as I see from last year, y'all didn't have as in y'all don't really have a lot of locals because your event will be on like a Saturday, if I'm not wrong in the proposal. Is it okay if you change to like a weekdays instead? Previously, you raised a concern that your alumni cannot come back on that day, but I really do wish that you can organize it, like you can have it on a weekday so that more locals can come.
Actually, we can organize it on the evening of Friday, which is also the end of the week. So I think that everyone can join, both the locals and also the alumni. But in order to attract more of the locals and also the foreign students, which is the wish of the SAO, we also try to make the programs more international in a sense. So for example, the drama, we also try to invite the members of other countries, also the IGC Indonesia and IGC Malaysia to join the dramas. That is make more, so while having fun within our community, we also can connect with other societies as well. So maybe not only IGC Indonesia, IGC Malaysia, we also can invite the locals. We are the Singaporeans, so the social harmony will be ensured during the events. And other than dramas, we also try to make other programs, such as we are actually adding some programs to introduce about our country and make it totally in English. So I think this is also a good time for the Vietnamese to learn about more about English and also to introduce our country to foreign friends. So that's our plan in order to integrate more to the Singaporean society.
Yeah, but the dramas are pretty interesting, but how are you going to incorporate others? Are you seeing locals?
Actually, we have also planned it in order to attract the IGC Indonesia and IGC Malaysia. We are trying to invite them to be part of the drama. So they may play at first, because it is our first time we are organizing such events, so we start from small scale first. And from this small scale, we're trying to further, after that, so for this year, we are trying to make them part of the drama. Maybe they can play a sub role or something in the community. First of all, we can also teach them some Vietnamese so that they can act in drama with the Vietnamese friends. And I think that when I ask my friends, they are also willing to learn some Vietnamese. I think they might take the chance in order to integrate more with the foreigners. So I think that this one can be actually within.
Your drama will be still in Vietnamese?
Yes, actually it still be in Vietnamese. So the foreigners, that we can teach them to learn more about Vietnamese. Also, but it's not really, so the mostly part will be in Vietnamese, but there are some part, maybe it depends on the whole and also the teams where they have to integrate the foreigners. Example, so they can try to make some part to speak Hokkien or something, because it's just part of the Singaporean. So it's also a chance for Vietnamese, I mean our students, to understand more about the Singaporeans. So I think it's a good idea in order to integrate the members of other country and also the locals into our drama.
I think it's quite a good idea, but as in it's quite ambitious. Why not just have the whole event in English? Wouldn't it be easier for everyone to understand?
Yes.
Instead of having it in Vietnamese and then Hokkien and then Chinese, you know? easier if your whole program is in English for example. Then you don't have to do a subtitle. I think it will be like a lot better. What do you think?
Let's see, for me, hate is something that appears emotionally, and I believe that's not only for me but other people as well, especially in our community, because it's the time of the year when you go back to your family, and while you're here, especially a freshman, you cannot yet get used to the environment here. You'll definitely miss home. And then to me, the thing is the drama, if it's conducted through English, right, it will lose its originality and defeat the purpose of people trying to show how much you care about your country, and you're already homesick, and then someone just make a drama in English and then it's just it's no longer the heart of the event anymore. It doesn't serve the purpose of the event to help us celebrate the Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year. Yeah.
So what is the main audience here? Because I believe that I need for you that SEO direction is to integrate everyone, not just to benefit a group. So if you just want to benefit all of your Vietnamese, why not just go to the embassy?
So actually, because this is the first time when we organize such events, so just be realistic. We will try to integrate more and more students, but we still, the majority of the audience will be the Vietnamese. We try to integrate many more, but just be realistic. How can we organize in such event that more than half of them are foreigners? It's just unrealistic, and we cannot be achieved at this year. So just be realistic that the majority of will be the Vietnamese, but we try to make the program more internationally friendly. And although that is an ambitious plan, I think that with the support of the team and also the passion of the community here, we surely can be done.
We can help you with the publicity. Yeah, like posting the poster around or email all the students. Because all the other cultural events are organized by the school, attract a lot of foreign students. But you need a publicity plan very soon. You have to complete it and send it to us, and we can help you. It's true.
Sure.
I think that's fun. Thank you for em có thể sang kia và gọi các bạn kia.
Representative from IEC Vietnam. So,
hi, good afternoon. We are two representatives from IEC Vietnam. So today we come here to discuss about the Lunar New Year celebration of our IEC. Okay. As you suggestion that we have to cooperate the Chinese New Year. In our personal opinion, we think that we cannot organize with our IECs because the Nanyang the Nanyang is it's not good for us to have some proof or
So, as for suggestion that we will be organize the Lunar New Year celebration in Nanyang in conjunction with Chinese society, and our opinion is that we disagree with this suggestion because firstly, as a overseas student come here to study, our very first priority is to integrate in the international environment and capture all the value from that environment as well. And we did follow the SEO direction such as we take part in ICGF. We invite other IUC to contribute to our events such as Independent Days as well as Freshman Welcome Night. Then I think that this event, Lunar New Year celebration, with a high spirit, and national pride, bring to every our members. So this a fair chance for us to enjoy the national spirit as well. This event is one of the most important events. Is not say the most important occasion in the year for Vietnamese. We all want to family reunion as well as to stay beside our beloved people.
But can I ask you something? Because you already say in your email that it's not as in it's your national pride and it's the most important time of the year.
Yeah.
You know like other IUC like Malaysia, Philippines, they also have Chinese New Year. How about you're just like all together in like one place? Each of you will have your own space, but at least students will have like easier access to your celebration. Why can't you have it together? Like why is it?
Yeah, I understand your point. Like because Lunar New Year as for us as well for Chinese society or Malaysia is the most important occasion in the year. We really appreciate the experience we had in that day. So if we in conjunction organize this event, there may be some conflict between us. That is not good at all for every IUC because this they consider as the most important day which impact all the rest of the year. Yeah. So
actually we have Lunar New Year, right? Actually it's obviously have different days to celebrate. So and we also have another like events maybe which will conflict.
What are the differences? Because from your first proposal, I only see like the square cake, like, but all the other stuff seems to be the same. So what are the differences that make your experience from other IUC? Because I can't see it very clearly here, and by organizing in Nanyang Audi, you still have your personal space. Like for example, IUC China can use the foyer, and then you can use the stage. We don't buy. We just want to have like a place together. Everyone can.
Yes. Because if we organize together, we have to conduct everything in English. That might, there are some traditional Vietnamese performance, which and let's say the program. Last year we have the surprise call from family to encourage our students here. And to give them the best rate for the new year. So yeah, if we have to conduct it in English, then we cannot convey the message well enough. We cannot convey the spirit of it. And the same thing happened with some other performance as well.
I think that's because we separate at the same time. Each IUC have is place to separate at the same time. So what we actually like, we want to celebrate our Lunar New Year celebration, when we want to invite other friends from our IUC to attend also. But if we all like separate at the same time, so maybe their members will just attend their celebration and then cannot come to enjoy our performance also.
Okay, that point is okay. I was consider that point, but you say that you want to conduct your program in Vietnamese. So how is that supposed to help other students to understand? Because as in like if it's in Vietnamese, right? So it would defeat the purpose of trying to integrate other students, right?
Actually, we will invite some other IUC performers to perform during our celebrations, and also our drummer also have like subtitle for IUC, so they can maybe because our drummer is like sometimes like comedies for just relax and just enjoy. Maybe we can like So maybe our international friends can like know more about our culture, our how we conduct grammar, and then
Can I have some suggestion?
okay.
I think if you have enough manpower, you may have some tour guides, something like that. Tour guides.
For what?
Yeah, you have a group of international friends. Maybe you have a Vietnamese friend. You can guide them. What is this? What is that? In English, so they can understand more.
Yeah,
Not
of
just they just hanging alone there.
Yeah, of course we will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's okay. Let's go back to there. Okay. Thank you.
But then again, right? There's one point about your very first proposal is that you want to organize on a Saturday. Why can't you have it on like weekdays, like Friday or Thursday?
Because
More
we-
students can enjoy.
We also want our alumni to come like Friday. Saturday is maybe the best day because we want you to have want to invite all of them. So not only alumni from VNNTU but also from our IUC, and then they will have enough time to prepare to come to enjoy the full whole day without like concern about Monday morning to go to work.
Yeah, but you have to understand the SAO direction is that we would want to integrate more students from other countries and locals instead of like bringing back. As in, of course, bringing back alumni is also important, but we want to focus more on bringing the students together. And then I don't think there are a lot of locals or other students will be available on a Saturday. So is it possible to change it on like, okay, maybe Friday night instead? Friday night.
I think it's also okay. I think it's yeah. We can concern about it. But we also want to like the connection between alumni and our undergraduates. So it will be better for them to have networking with them. Yeah, networking is very important.
Yeah, actually our community see every alumni as like a member of our family. So we only want to stay in contact with them because the alumni also as the important to NTU as well. They'll be the one who support us, support every event, us and the development of our community as well as for NTU as well. Then the connection with them also one of our priority.
Yeah,
Then same in
our priority is that we want to integrate students. So yeah, so is it just possible for all to shift to a Friday night instead?
I think question is
Yeah, and then the venue, right? Where do you want to have it?
we can change this. Yeah. We prefer to continue the theater.
You want LP?
Yeah.
That one the SU and I will have to speaker.